What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the long-awaited delay. It's been about 2 weeks or so since I made a video. I just moved into my new place, but I wanted to make a video about why manifestation is so damn difficult for so many people. Why it's so hard for so many people. This is going to be a fun one. Manifestation is not hard. It's incredibly simplistic and easy. And that's the thing. We are the ones who complicate it. I've said this before. We are the ones who make it complicated. When you realize what manifestation actually is, right? It is intangible. And what have you been used to your entire life? You've been used to the tangible. You have been used to cause and effect your entire life. If you throw a ball against the wall, you can expect for that ball to come back to you and you can catch it, right? It's tangible. You can touch it. You can grab it. Manifestation is not. And that's the biggest difference. Manifestation is completely intangible. And so a lot of these questions that come up, like when is it going to come? I've been doing this for so long and I haven't seen these results, blah, 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 blah. I keep trying this. It's not here yet. I don't know if am I doing it right? The problem with that is all of what you're just saying, what you're just asking is essentially telling the universe, telling God, hey, I don't believe. I don't believe, right? And if you don't believe that you have it, if you don't have that faith, if you don't have the feeling of having it, then how can you have it? How can you have it? And here's the conundrum behind this. People are going to say, well, but I have tried. I've held the feeling state. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because if you did, you'd realize that the feeling state is all that you ever wanted in the first place. And that there would be nothing else that matters to you. You would no longer look for it. You would no longer question it. You would no longer have any sense of anything other than the fact that that feeling is more real and is more important than anything that you ever wanted in the first place. How do I know this? For one, look at Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. Go look at his testimonials. The number one thing Dr. Joe says about everybody that's changed, everybody that's healed from a disease, healed from some, and I use this as an example because this is one of the most powerful examples. If people can heal from stage 4 cancer, if people can heal from deafness, blindness, paralyzation, right? Unbelievable things. They are changing reality at a level that is much greater than your insignificant desire. And I say insignificant because truthfully it is. Any amount of money, any person that you desire in terms of significant others, in comparison to reshaping a human body into ridding of a disease that there is no cure for, you know what I mean? If they can do that, in the sense of, and obviously all manifestations are all equal. But I'm saying this in the sense of how people view them, right? People view certain diseases as it's a death sentence, right? It can be literally a death sentence. So for them to overcome these, obviously it takes a much greater sense of mind to be able to get past that hurdle. That's all I'm saying about that. And so, but the moment that they shifted, the moment that they changed, the moment that they received their manifestation was always the exact same. Dr. Joe says the moment that they changed, the moment that they realized that the feeling that they were meditating on, the feeling that they were doing techniques on, right? It's really just focusing on the feeling though. The moment that they realized that feeling was all that they ever needed in the first place, all that they were ever actually looking for in the first place, because you don't want a person, place, thing, item, product, you don't want any of that. You want the feeling that it brings you. If I told you that you couldn't get your significant other that you're obsessed with, but you could get the next one, who's even better, who brings you full sense of love in your life, who gives you everything you ever wanted and more. They're more attractive. They met every quality you were ever looking for. They were good for your family. Would you turn it down? Would you still obsess over that same person? The one that you couldn't have? I don't think so. I don't think you would. If I told you that a different job brought you the exact outcome of what you were looking for in terms of your career, in terms of the wealth that you create, would you turn it down in the face of your obsession with it? No, you would never do that. You would never do that, because it's not the product, place, thing, person, item, whatever that you're trying to manifest. It is the fucking feeling of having it. And so the moment that you can embody that feeling and understand that that is all that you ever wanted, and that's all that you ever needed. And once you realize that, once you truly realize that, you no longer care. You don't give a shit about your manifestation. You don't care about your desire anymore, because you already have the feeling of it. And the feeling is the only fucking thing that is real. The only thing. Because what shapes reality? What shapes reality is our consciousness. Consciousness is the only reality. Right? There is no, technically speaking, there is no matter without consciousness. It's been proven, literally. And so if that's the case, then the only thing that shapes that is the awareness of whatever the embodiment is, which is the feeling state. And so once you come to this conclusion, it does become effortless. It does become pathetically easy. And we complicate it by trying to reverse engineer and mechanically break down and figure out the perfect technique and how to breathe right and how to sit right, what to look for, what to act on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All you ever needed in the first place is the feeling state. And the feeling state will then replicate whatever it is that you wanted in the first place on the screen of reality. It's all up to you. This isn't about searching for something. This isn't about yearning for something. This is about realizing that you are already everything you wanted to be. And if you need a technique to do so, then fucking do that. If you need to meditate to do so, then meditate. I can sit in a car, go within myself, tell myself a story, recreate my story, go on a rant, go on a self-proclamatory rant, right? That's how I like to do it. Everybody has their different ways. You know what I mean? It's different for everybody. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is you're overcomplicating it. It's not hard. It's very easy, very simple. And you have to accept that, because the more that you think that it is hard, it's going to be more difficult for you, because it's going to find ways to create difficulties out of it. That's how it works. For me, it's very easy. It's very effortless, because I say so, because I choose to be, because I choose to have it that way, right? So anyways, I really hope this helps you guys, because I know a lot of people are struggling with different troubleshooting and et cetera, trying to overcomplicate manifestation in a way that it just should never have been, right? And I'm seeing a lot of new YouTube channels and new videos coming out that I truly just do not resonate with at all in any way, shape, or form. And I just think it's a joke. And I think if you pick one person to learn from, and it doesn't even have to be me. It doesn't have to be me. But I do feel like I put some pretty damn good content out there. I feel like I truly try to help people by sharing what I know from experience of my life and from what I've learned over studying this in countless examples of other people in my life and other people that I've studied through the work that they've done, et cetera, et cetera. I don't feel like there is many other people to learn from that are better. And that's just my truth. It may not be for everybody. You may have someone that you want to learn from that maybe resonates with you better. Then pick that person. Go all in, study what it is, find something that you resonate with in terms of a specific video, whatever it may be. Watch it 10 times in a row. Watch it every day until you really get it. Put it into action, right? Take action in terms of going through this, actually doing the internal actions that you have to do. It's not about the physical actions. We talked about this before. That's facilitatory. But do the internal actions, right? And just watch what happens in your life. Just watch what happens. So that's all I got to say to you guys. Again, lots more content to come. I'm really sorry about the delay. Again, I was moving and everything got hectic. But yeah, I'll be pumping videos out here pretty soon. And I really appreciate the growth and support. and I love you guys all. God bless.